And just to remind you that we are governed by the KOTESOL rules of conduct. So please keep that in mind. So for this session, you can write questions at any time in the chat box and they'll be answered at the end. Or of course, you can wait until the end and ask directly, not just in the chat box. And listen for the special Easter egg near the end of the session. Okay, so let's welcome Kinsella Valies. A little bit of introduction. She is from, am I saying this correctly? Curacao.
Oh, Curacao.
Curacao, sorry, in the Dutch Caribbean. But she's based in Japan and she teaches at the University of Shizuoka. And she studied film when she was younger. We don't know exactly when, but when she was younger. And this is her third short film that she's made. And she's very excited to hear your thoughts on the film. So I'll pass it over to you, Kinsella.
Thank you very much, Fiona, for your introduction and welcome everyone. I would like to jump right in with a couple of questions to you before I actually show the film, because I will be showing the film today during this session. So just to refresh your memory, and we can do some Q&A as well near the end. But first, I'd like to, let me just turn this on. Oh, and let's just start from the beginning. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, excellent. All right. So
we're seeing the presenter view.
Yes. Oh, the presenter view? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. All right. Let me change that. Apologies for that. How about now?
That's
Perfect. Cool.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay. So yes, welcome to the online screening of The Antagonist, which is my short film. I am actually very, very excited to tell you that my production company's name, license pending, is Kibrahacha Productions, and I will explain a little bit more about that name later on. Okay, so as I said before, today I have some activities for you, some questions I'd like you to consider, and then I hope to get lots of questions from you that regarding the film or any other random topic that comes to mind. Okay, so first I'd like to ask you, okay, what film did you watch the most during the COVID-19 lockdown? And if you could write that in the chat box or say it on the mic, that would be great. Oh. Oh, really? Okay. All right, The Edge of Tomorrow. That is a very nice film indeed. Okay, I enjoy that a lot. Yes. Okay. Interstellar. Okay, so we got 2 sci-fi movies, Korean dramas on Netflix. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so different genres, but I see that people do have their favorites. That's good. Thank you very much for sharing. I myself have been really stuck to the screen for that period of time, and I've watched a lot of different movies, a lot of different genres, but my favorites are fantasy, science fiction, and adventure, so mostly in that vein. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. I watch too many movies as well. Thank you. Okay. Well, very good. So I'd like to ask you to do the following activity, iconic scenes in Hollywood films. I'd like you to look at these first 4. There are actually 8 pictures. which I got off of YouTube, and I'd like you to see if you can guess which movies they are from. There are some classics in there, and there are some newer ones as well. So I would love it if you could either say on the mic or actually type in the chat box.
Karate Kid, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
okay.
And then is that James Bond? Would it be?
Oh, here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a good guess. Yeah, very nice. It's terrifying. Oh, so C, other members are saying, okay, that's Here's Johnny, which is actually correct. Yes. And D, okay, we got a good guess for D as well. But you're so right. A is the Karate Kid. Yeah, very good. So actually, let me just put the answers there on the screen. Here you go. So yeah, so Karate Kid by the director John J. Avildsen, 1984. It's a very old movie, but classic nonetheless. North by Northwest, not James Bond, but North by Northwest by Alfred Hitchcock, 1959. It's Gregory Peck. And then Here's Johnny, The Shining by Stanley Kubrick, 1980. And the last one, very, very old one, Metropolis, Fritz Lang, 1927. Okay, so yeah, but good guesses, everyone. All right. So yeah, my favorite out of this would be The Shining, obviously, but yeah. Okay, so a few more, four more. So we got E, F, G, and H. All right. So let me have it. Which movies? Okay. Okay.
Fellowship of the Ring specifically.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Great. Okay. So yes, the Fellowship of the Ring is E. Yes. Okay. And F is yes. Star Trek, but which one? There's so many Star
I'm
Trek
gonna say
movies.
Wrath of Khan because that's the most famous.
Okay. Good one. Good one. Yes, indeed. Okay. Oh, there's a Gladiator one, maybe. Okay. Okay. I won't read that one. That's a spoiler. So I won't read that one. But yeah, very good. Okay. Any ideas for G? Okay. This nice. Okay, very, very good. So let me put that on there. But yes, Rutger Hauer is the actor that's being displayed, and he's a Dutch actor and sadly has passed away. But yeah. Okay, so the answer was The Fellowship of the Ring by Peter Jackson, quite a couple of years ago. It seems so recent. It's not, 20 years ago. The Wrath of Khan by Nicholas Meyer. Blade Runner, Ridley Scott, one of my favorite directors. And the last one is Platoon by Oliver Stone, 1986. All right. So the reason I actually showed you these iconic scenes is because when I made my movie, I wanted to include some callbacks to certain, well, iconic scenes. And I hope that when we watch the movie next, that you will be able to identify which one of them I actually tried to call back to. So one of them is actually not in the movie. One of these 6 is not in my movie, but the other 5 are. Right. Okay. Very good. So yeah, let's try that. So just a quick shot back. So we have these movies, E, F, G, H. If you don't remember the letters, that's okay. You can just tell me the name of the movie. And we have, of course, Karate Kid, North by Northwest, The Shining, and Metropolis right here. So these are the scenes that might be in my movie. All right, so let's go ahead and have a look. So if you can, please write in the chat box, since the movie will be playing and we're doing that. Or if you really feel the desire to do so, you can just speak up during the movie and say, okay, this is that scene. Okay, all right, very good. So I'm gonna stop sharing the slides for a little bit, and I'm going to share the film with you. If you can't hear the audio, please do let me know. All right, so here we go. Yes, and all right, can everybody see this screen? Yes, okay, excellent. I don't know why PowerPoint does that on my computer, but okay, very good. And let me press play. Let's check the volume. Yeah, let's raise that a little bit, especially in the beginning. All right, and please enjoy.
Les gens luttent pour trouver un équilibre. Pris au piège à l'intérieur, se prendre soin des autres n'est pas d'humain. Il y a une voix qu'elle écoute au fond de lui. Son char noir le menant à l'obstruction. Je ne peux plus garder mes distances. L'obscurité tombe au sein de l'air.
Kinsella, there's a black box that's blocking just the small parts of the screen. I think maybe it's a zoom. Yeah, that window.
Ohayou gozaimasu. 学期の14回目のレッスンにようこそ。いつものように生理学から始めます。自分や他の人の体調管理。
Kinsella, I think if you click on the top 3 buttons, and then there's a thing that says hide the floating bar, I think that's how you get rid of it. And we can't hear what you're saying.
Thank you very much for that. Okay, so that's very helpful. Can everybody still see the video screen?
Yeah, the black box is gone right now.
Good.
Okay, thank you
Thanks.
very much. All right, let's continue.
をしてください。キャンパス内、キャンパス外、自宅のいずれに行っても一日を通して定期的に体温をチェックしてください。体温が 37.5 度を超えている場合は帰宅して学生室に連絡してください。 いや、やるって言いましたよね。
そうは言ってない。
言いましたよ。
だから
すみませんが、
私たちが
ちょっといいですか？ちょっといいんですか？
いや、ダメです。
マジか。
Vaya públicamente. Temes la traición, la condenación. Siempre llorando. Estoy aterrorizado. Nadie te escucha. Permite que otros apaguen tu luz. Dice, imposible. Pero acéptate más. Eso demostrará que eres digno. ¿Hasta cuándo?
久しぶり。何でも話して。元気でしたか？
だけど、大丈夫ですか？
相変わらず、無謀なスケジュール、失礼な同僚など、
あんまり気にしすぎないで流した方がいいよ。別にそんな大したのものじゃないし、その人に忘れての方がいい。もっとなんか楽しいことやっての方がいいと思うよ。
そうですね。これまでも、そしてこれからも私は永遠にあなたの友人です。
La ansiedad está aumentando, tratando de entregarte entera. Los dientes con la esperanza de que eso te impide caer en este agujero. Aquí estás, donde respirar funciona en tu contra. Y si todo se vuelve contra ti, te estás ahogando cada año, día, hora. Acaba con todo esto.
不，等一下，不要告诉我会出什么差错。不管声音怎么说，以你自己的意愿去生活，无惧，理直气壮，不拖泥带水。你现在就出发吧，去闯出你自己的一片天地。你到的时候要和我联络哦。我要知道你是否平安。
じゃあ、皆さん、ロールイニシティブ。
おーイエーイ。
お
Eso es ser divertido.
ああ。
やばい。
おー、すごい。
おー、いいな
ありえるこれ。
洞窟の暗闇からナイトハグが姿を現します。
ナイトビジョン。あなたは誰？
Je fais attention aux pires.
どこから出てきたの？
J'ai toujours été ici.
なぜ私についてくるの？
Tu l'écoutes.
あなたには関係ない。
Tu es déséquilibré, trop impliqué. Ton âme est divisée en deux et tu continues à l'écouter.
怖い。何時でも。
No puedes saltar.
Laissez-nous tranquille. Va-t'en.
Me muestra las cosas que fueron y son y aún están por llegar.
Truc. Faucité. Impasse.
Veo todas las posibilidades. Todo es oscuro.
Vous n'aidez pas.
Pero sí que estoy ayudando.
C'est fini maintenant.
Por fin es todo. Por fin nos quedamos solitos.
バランス、セーフケア、家族。生きがい。バランス、セーフケア、家族、生きがい。バランス、セーフケア、家族、生きがい。ここにいてくれてありがとう。私たちは役に負けない。
Okie dokie. So thank you very much for your attention. And yes, that was a longish film, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, thank you for the comments. I wasn't able to actually see the comments with all the screens that I had open, but all right. So, oh yeah, questions about the music are very welcome. Thank you, Lisa, for telling me about that, the black box. Yes, and the multiple languages. I hope somebody will ask me about that. And yes, the special effects as well. Okay, great. So if you are all right with that, I actually had a few points that I wanted to double check because I was hoping to see if you had, sorry, I have to switch that back. Okay, so can you see the main screen now? Okay. So I wanted to see if you could just tell me, don't write it in the chat box, could you please tell me which one of the callbacks you were able to find in the movie, if at all?
Sorry, just a second. We can see the presenter view. Is that what you want to see?
No, I do not want to see
Let's
that.
see. I definitely recognize the Wrath of Khan and Lord of the
Long and
Rings.
Prosper.
Yes.
And North by Northwest.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
And Platoon, of course. Yeah.
Platoon.
Platoon. Okay. I'm
And
glad. Oh, okay. Yes. So yeah, there was only one missing really. That's just because it ended up on the editing room floor, but or the digital desktop in this case. But yeah, oh, thank you very much. Excellent, well done. So just to kind of show you, this one was D, Metropolis, that was being connected to everything and disconnected at the same time. Such. So yeah, Wrath of Khan, right? That was in there.
Sorry,
one of my favorite
Kinsella?
movies.
Sorry,
Yes.
is it possible to change from the presenter view to the?
Absolutely, yes.
Might be better.
Okay.
If you can.
That guy's sweater makes so much more sense now. And the window legend makes so much sense now.
Yes, actually, this sweater was hanging in the lady's room when she was talking to her friend. It was in the screen, mise en scène. It was there. But
oh,
yeah.
Easter eggs.
Yes, Easter eggs. Lots of those. But yes, so it does, right? So his Star Trek uniform. Yes, absolutely. Okay, and so in order, Metropolis, Wrath of Khan, Karate Kid, The Shining. Not Vertigo, sorry, North by Northwest, The Fellowship of the Ring, and Platoon. Right, very good. Okay, so I actually hope and I see that you already have some questions for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this part, and I'm just going to mention a few things that people have already asked me. They're just 2 questions. What does Kibrahacha Productions stand for? Actually, kibrahacha is a word in Papiamentu, which is my native language, and it means break axe. So the wood of the tree is really hard. And you can see the tree with the yellow leaves and flowers in the background. This tree only blooms under the most perfect circumstances and environments. It's like a shower of gold when the leaves fall, and it's a revered tree in the Dutch Caribbean in Curacao, where I'm from, and it stands for, at least to me, unbreakable spirit and secret unexpected beauty. So that's why my production company is still not licensed, but it's called Kibrahacha Productions. Another question that I got was, why did you choose to have so many languages in the film? Well, the goal was to have nobody speak their L1 or first language, which meant that all of my English speakers had to choose their second language or a language that they had learned in school. So that meant a lot of different languages since they have different backgrounds. And that's why. Okay, so just a quick recap there of some questions that I received. If you have a question then I really hope that you will share that with me. I'm gonna actually stop sharing the screen right now. Yes, okay, so that everybody I can see everybody and everybody can ask me questions. Okay, I see in the chat box, there's a question. Oh, sorry, yeah, I see. Okay, so how did I choose the cast members? That was a very good question. Actually, they're mostly part of my circle of friends. Some of them used to live in Japan but have returned home. In fact, they were in the United States when I filmed. So we used Zoom to film. Sorry, Fiona. And yeah, so the United States and Taiwan, actually. So, and there's one more person from Korea as well. So these are people I'm in contact with online, mostly just because of the COVID-19 situation. So circumstance and convenience. Right. Any other questions? Oh, actually for the music, I actually decided on the music before I even finished filming. So I have two friends who are in bands. One is in a hard rock band, as you can hear from the beginning and the end songs. But one of them is also in a jazz slash hip hop band, and that different feel to it. So I asked them for permission to use their works as long as I mentioned their names and I guess publishing company, the record label. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't have any difficulty with copyright. Oh yeah, directing over Zoom. Yes, that was an experience. So because Zoom is static, I can't really zoom in, even though it's called Zoom. So I can't really change the angle of the shots. I would have to actually place my actor in a certain position, so and have all the mise en scène behind him or behind her be in order. So I would have to count on their creativity as well, but kind of work together and create the scene. But that was a challenge, right? Thank you. Yes. Did you have a script for every scene? Yes, it was a full script. So I had written everything out, but many scenes got cut during shooting just because of time, location constraints, actual rain and thunder while I was supposed to shoot a sunny and clear sky day. So yeah, so many things changed in the process of filming, but yes, it was fully scripted. Yes. Yes, so the film does have some pretty dark themes, self-harm, death, there's a shootout. Yes. Okay, so yeah, so in the beginning I said that the job of the sentinel was to guard the educator, and though that was his job, he is more of a reflection of the educator herself, the stronger part of the educator. And so every time that she needs help or looks like she might need help, he shows up. Unfortunately, he actually shows up and she sees him in her surroundings, sees him physically, and is convinced that he is the enemy, that he is somebody to get rid of. And in doing so, and I'm explaining a little beyond the question here, sorry, Lisa, but thank you for your question. She kind of goes overboard with this idea and decides to listen to the other part of her, which is the darkness. And the darkness tries to eliminate the sentinel. So, and that's why we have a shootout, because we're trying to silence and although he doesn't speak much, silence the sentinel. That was a very good question. Thank you.
I don't know if you answered Annika's question, did you? Did you start with callback scenes first and then write, or write and then think? of
Oh, I
callback.
didn't see that. Thank you very much, Fiona. I did not see Annika's question. Sorry, Annika. That's a very good one. Actually, I don't remember because it probably happened at the same time. Because I was thinking, okay, this is what I want to do. And I actually went old school and used Post-its and wrote all the scenes and everything that I wanted in my movie, put them all on a big board, and then reorganized them, and then wrote the script with the text. So the callbacks just came to mind while I was doing that. And I was like, let's see if we can actually make that part of some of the shots that I'm going to be taking. So what is the answer to your question? Yes. I started with the callback scenes first, and then I wrote the script. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you. Good question. Keep looking. Oh, Annika's music question too. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. About the copyright? Sorry, Annika, could you ask me your music question again? Because I can't seem to find it.
Oh, I think you answered it.
Oh, I did. Oh,
yeah.
right. Very
You
good.
had permission from your friends?
Yes, I did. Yes, I had permission. Thank you very much. Okay, so how did I get that final shot? Was it planned or perfect timing? I wonder if I should keep that a secret or not, because actually that's not my shot. That is the actor that played the antagonist's shot. He was tasked because all my cast are actually also crew members, to shoot random things from a car. And he's like, ooh, and he shot that. And he's like, look, I got this perfect shot of a rainbow. And I was like, yes. So no, it wasn't planned, and it wasn't supposed to be in the script, but thank you. Oh, yeah, so a callback is it's like a reference. So you refer to other movies. It's kind of like an homage, but an homage would be a little bit more extensive. But just like it looks similar, and it reminds you of that scene from a different movie. So that's a callback. Right. Yes. That's right. Okay. How long did it take? Okay, the planning. How long did it take me to plan this? It took me 2 weeks to plan it, but it took me a month and a half to finish the project, from start to finish. That's the reason it's that short or that long is because I was inspired by a workshop, a KOTESOL workshop, where the speaker talked about a 72-hour film where you had to start and finish a project in 72 hours. And I said, that's what I'm going to do. But of course, that's not how it worked out. But it gave me at least a goal to work towards and limit the time that I'm going to spend on every shot. It can't be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so we're changing the text. That's okay. We're changing the order. That's fine. And just work with the time frame and circumstances that I found myself in.
Sorry, I was so engrossed in this, I wasn't paying attention to the time. I should have told you about 5 minutes ago that we have only 10 minutes left. Now we just have about 3, I guess, according to my phone, about 3 or 4 minutes left. Okay. So maybe I'll announce our Easter egg. Yes. And then if people have more questions, you might have 1 or 2 minutes at the end. Okay. So what is it? The Easter egg is wonder for egg number 4. Egg number 4, wonder. Yes. Yeah. So, but yeah, we might have 1 or 2 minutes left if anyone has any other questions. It was such an interesting presentation. Are there any other things you'd like to ask?
Did you have people source their own costumes then? I'm actually mentioning costume, but you made them do it.
Yes, I asked them to, whatever they had that we could use. So yes, I didn't pay for it or
in the last scene they had matching costumes, it seems.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
did they decide that or did you?
No, that is the one thing that I did purchase. So I made sure that both of them had the same armor, and yeah. So, and the same hats and masks. Yes. So that for the antagonist and the protagonist, I did do that. Yes.
The masks were really striking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad that worked out. Yes. Oh, Spock. Who Spock was to the educator? Spock was supposed to be her best friend, which is the person that she was speaking on Zoom with. So she was just kind of, he was talking and she kind of zoned out and she's like, well, I have a really great friend. He's so awesome. He supports me. So he's like, we'll be friends forever. A little dramatic, but yes, that was the idea. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we're going to have to close now, right? We only have till 45, but
You can run a few minutes over. It's okay. If there's a interest, just letting you know.
Okay. Well, I was curious to know if, like you said, you did 2 other films before, but I guess this is your first one, or I'm asking actually, is this your first time directing online then, like through Zoom?
Yes.
You haven't experienced this before, yeah?
No, I didn't. Yeah, this is all because of our situation, the COVID-19 situation, and not being able to meet everyone, because you do have to have everybody's consent for a face-to-face, basically a shoot. Yes. So only one person agreed to do that face-to-face, and everybody else said, well, if you could do it online, that would be great. And I said, well, okay, we'll figure something out.
So in the future, when things go back to normal, if they go back to normal, I mean, were there any advantages you found to doing it online that you would like to use, incorporate that somehow in your filmmaking next time? Or
yes, less distractions. It sounds counterintuitive, but just fewer distractions. And I could really focus on what I could see in the frame because it was already a frame, right? So the camera frame, so that was really nice. And the ability to do as many takes as I want, and be able to kind of take that out and have the audio ready, because Zoom gives you audio and separately from the video, and that's excellent for voiceovers. So yes, that's definitely a plus.
Yeah, I like that you put different types of fonts for the subtitles. I didn't notice it until like this viewing, because I watched your video I think like maybe 2 or 3 times, but it wasn't until this viewing that I realized they were matched up.
Yeah, they're different, yes, for each character. Yes.
So I was glad you did that. I went, oh, okay. I understand some things better.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Thought that might work out.
Yeah, there was another movie I watched where like they changed the font formatting. Like this person was speaking another language, so they like did a color and then another color. And I didn't notice until my husband was like, Annika, obviously it's different. I was like, oh, okay.
No, yeah, the first time you probably won't notice it. But yeah, thank you. You watched it 3 times? Oh, nice. Great.
I think this is my 3rd time.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's nice to discover something new. Even with feature-length films, you need to watch them several times just to really, really see everything. Right? There's a lot of work that's put into the background and all the details. So, well, thank you very much, everyone, for your excellent comments and questions.
let's give her a round of applause. Turn off your mute, turn on your sound, and let's give her a big round of applause.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, yeah. So I guess I'll turn off the recording now. If I can find it.